Hey, Spuddies! Potatomcwhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 in the Gathering Storm update as Eleanor of Aquitane playing under the banner of France. So we just completed bronze working, which opens up some options to us. We did find a nice source of iron, which hopefully we will grow to in the not too distant future. In terms of how we advance forward from this point, I am going to want to get my hands on stuff like campuses and all that sort of thing. I'd also like to maybe get a harbour or two in this game, because I do have some cities that are coastal, which will get a lot of benefit from having harbors in good positions. And they'll also help me just grow a little bit bigger. So we're going to go ahead and pick up sailing, because it's in the sort of direction of celestial navigation. I have been severely underproducing builders at this point in the game as well. But our faith economy is real good. So yeah, we want to go up political philosophy, drama and poetry into theology is the sort of pathway that I'm looking at right now. Right, Oracle, I would absolutely love to produce the Oracle, but it's going to require me to get a builder. And then chop both of these with Magnus established here. Which I could do. It's not outside the realm of possibility. It'll leave this city pretty much dead for production, though. I need to think about where I want to put my industrial zone. I think there's actually a decent industrial zone right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It hits Paris, and it'll hit any of my other cities that I set up down here. Some really good horses here that I want to settle. Alternatively, what I could do in this city is build military units or settlers. I think for the purpose of expanding my empire, we're going to go for the settler route. 4 turns until I swap in a slightly better government for economic production and all that sort of stuff.
It is not that life.
Alright, let's choose our thing carefully. Pick up Celestial Navigation because it'll help make up for some of the production problems that we're going to have in these coastal cities. There's not a whole lot of production in here. So by getting ourselves a nice harbour in Paris and Calais, get off my holy site place, we will put ourselves in a much better position. Right, there is the government plaza. We'll put another 2 turns into that. We'll get a governor title. You are going to take provision. Then we are also going to appoint Pingala. And for now, we'll put him in Calais. Although it might make more sense to plop him in the capital. Put you in Calais. Put you in Paris. How long until I can purchase a builder? I kind of want to purchase a builder and then chop these 2 stones to get settlers out quicker. I think that actually might be a really powerful use of them.
Politics is the art.
Alright, there is political philosophy. We're going to go ahead and go to Classical Republic. For a big reason of being able to plug in a lot of these settler cards. And we are also... I put in monasticism. So a situation where I actually can make use of this card because I don't have a whole lot of culture. But a plus 75% culture gain seems like it's worth it at this point. We can always catch up in culture later. And then we'll go for charismatic leader. I feel like city-states haven't died as quick, which I'm a big fan of so far. Remember, this is my first game on the new patch, so I'm still kind of like refiguring out how things work. Okay, so I would like to get some religious pressure in Australia. I also want to improve our relationship. Now, on the other hand, I could also pick up a bunch of food and production by trading with these other cities. On the other hand, I could move this guy over to Calais, for example, and trade back with Paris, and pick up even more. So this is like a, I think I'm going to trade from Calais to Paris because that's going to get it a +3/+3 trade route, which has a decent amount of value. And then we're going to go ahead and pick up the Ancestral Hall so that we can start to produce settlers more efficiently from this city. And any settlers that we do produce will have some extra value. Sorry, it's a +3/+2. I misspoke. Okay, can we get a missionary? No, we need one more turn. I definitely want to spread to Mohenjo-Daro. I want to spread to Ballarat. I want to get my religion pressure going because he actually doesn't have a religion. And if I can get my religion present in Australia's cities, I'm going to hurt his loyalty, which will make it much easier for me to... So somebody built the Oracle. I'm glad I didn't actually go for that. That's going to make it much easier for me to loyalty convert his cities later if I can secure my religion. So I'm in a decent position here to take advantage of that. Okay. You're going to work on settlers too. So let's get down here. I'm going to put one spread into Mohenjo-Daro. So that'll act like a beacon for me. And that should convert much sooner now. Okay, he's friendly. Your delegation is welcome. I might send him a delegation to try and keep him happy too.
And all I ask is a tool.
So let's send him a delegation. In fact, if we can get a friendship with him, excellent. And we don't want to give him a cultural alliance. We want to get some other kind of alliance because we want our loyalty pressure to hurt him. We are going to go for... We have all the boosts for this. I'm going to pick up irrigation. So you'll convert in 15 turns. There's more than 15 turns left in this era, so we're not in a rush. Ooh, Machu Picchu.
No man ever wetted clay and then left it.
So there it is. LaBeouf has established here, and that's going to start spreading my religion. We definitely want to get the Golden Age. I actually want a warrior to go explore to the north because there might be room up here for more settlements that I might not have revealed yet.
The man who has grit enough to bring about
There's plantations. We're going to pick up writing. Really good science gain right now. You're going to head in there and convert Brisbane.
writing.
Converts in 100 turns? Hell no. Converts instantly to my religion. We're going to get one more missionary, I think. And I definitely want to settle here. For a number of reasons. It gets access to all these horses. It's on fresh water. We don't exactly have Mohenjo-Daro secured yet. And we're going to pick up... So our long-term goals don't really matter in terms of tech. It's really just about trying to stay on par, making sure we have access to strategic resources, getting access to things to like apprenticeship relatively early into the game. We almost have drama and poetry. We're going to go for another settler. I don't want to actually settle my cities until I've finished the Ancestral Hall. Which is in 2 turns. You're just going to hang out there, defending. Boost towards Reformed Church. That means our religion has spread a certain amount of times. Excellent. Converts in 21 turns. That might have to be pushed forward in terms of the timeline with a missionary. I'll be getting just one more missionary. And we're going to be building temples as soon as possible. Because we need as much faith generation in the next era as possible in order to purchase settlers. So this has been founded. This will get me a free builder. Which for sure is worth it. I'm also going to move you over here. You, I would really love to get more holy sites. But I think the thing to do now... for example, in this city, man. Right, so we've got La Rochelle here, which is in pretty good shape in a lot of ways. So I could either promote Pingala, or I could grab Liang and start mass producing builders in La Rochelle. I like the idea of mass producing builders in La Rochelle. This is the new map tax screen. So, yes, I'm losing out on this really nice connoisseur and researcher thing. But if I grab Liang, put it in La Rochelle, and just start mass producing builders here, that'll give me a lot of value to start improving my empire. This is something I've started doing in my games, is basically dedicating a city to be essentially wasted in terms of its own district construction, and just focus on empire-wide infrastructure like builders and traders with a Liang in it. Right, we completed Ancestral Hall, and we can get settlers now in here. Now, this will hurt our population growth in here, unfortunately, but I think it is a necessary evil to get as many settlers out as possible. At least until the next era. Okay. We've managed to play it nice. I mean, our only potential threat is our friend. So I'm not worried at all about getting killed by the AI. That's why I've been so greedy and not built any units. It's because I felt like I could survive without doing so. So you're getting over here. You're going to harvest, and then hopefully we will place a theater square there. Okay, let us get our second missionary. Definitely want to convert that city. This era ends potentially in 12 turns, so I'm going to buy the missionary up here. I want to make sure I get that golden age. I'm pretty sure I can get the golden age, but I want to make sure that I can get that golden age. Oh shoot, I don't have masonry. This changes things. Mainly it changes what I research next. So I guess you'll just run out into the water and spend some time building that up before you come back. I miss overflow. Those were good times. When you could overflow production. Okay, era ends in 10 turns, as expected. So now we've secured a golden age. And in the meantime, I'm going to grab a scout. I'm going to settle on these dies. I'm going to go explore Australia's territory a little bit. We're going to build that there. I am tempted to purchase this and go double boats for the really nice gold income. I'm going to make sure, yeah, we're going to go double boats in here for the gold income. Okay, so, select you, go there.
Each of us is carving a stone.
All right, so harvesting of stone. Okay, we got a settler in here. Let's make sure we're keeping track of where the settlements might go. I definitely want to settle as close to Australia as I can in order to put loyalty pressure on him. Right. We are going to pick up... I feel like Niter... I feel like apprenticeship is always just a good pickup. Okay, we completed the settler in here. I'm going to put one turn into a watermill because I have a really good payout with a watermill in this city. And then we're going to switch to a temple and hopefully build a temple before the next era And even if not, we'll get the value from the temple income. We're going to use this guy to explore. Hopefully barbs don't attack missionaries.
Man suffers only.
Okay, so let's get started on the temple. And similarly in here, we're going to queue that temple up. And what we want is like a huge faith income so we can start getting more settlers next era. Okay, we have a builder here. So what city really needs a builder? I guess over here could really use one on that iron, for example. And in fact, it might be a good idea to pick up iron working. Yeah, I'm building those two temples right now. I think it would be good to head towards feudalism in order to grab that. Right. Now, in Boulogne, I think we definitely want to start getting theater squares going. Right. We're going to send an envoy to Mohenjo-Daro so that we can get suzerainty of them. Mainly for the vision they provide. It looks like there's lots of room for me to keep expanding. Let's talk to Australia. And let's do open borders. And you'll pay me a little bit of gold. In fact, how would you like to buy my dyes? You pay 15 gold per turn and 73 gold. Deal. That's an incredible deal right there. I'm really happy about that one. So for sure, I'm going to be able to settle in some of these places that I'm not initially expecting. We want to get these cities established as early as possible. Let's have you fortify over there in the defensive position. There's Granada. That's cool. Do a bit of exploration with you. In fact, I'm actually going to bring you down over here. Do a little bit of defensive stuff. And you, instead, are going to come over here and explore that. Alright, we've got a settler coming out. We've got temples coming out. We're almost in the next era. This will be a golden age. We will be taking the monumentality belief so that we can turn our faith into more stuff. Oh, you're taking hits. Let's run away. I'm going to use this guy to do as much exploration as possible. Classical era ends soon. There is Guitarja. I think I want to settle on the Amber, maybe. If I settle a little bit closer, I get it's slightly more defensive in a loyalty sense. I need my second warrior over here. Try and defeat this archer. Cross the river. Is an enemy missionary there? Could I attack out into the water and do significant damage? No. Interesting. Alright, so we've completed a builder in here. So La Rochelle definitely wants some better stuff. And I think a second copy of this. I'm actually going to get rid of this. But I am going to queue up just builders forever. Okay, the archer went away. There are cities up here, but we're not in a major rush to settle them. So we got this iron online, and we're now definitely working it. I think it's time we got the coffee online, and I'm not going to harvest the coffee. Although it does have a negative effect on appeal, so I think it does make sense to actually get rid of the thing. As much as it's not an ideal situation. Right, we got another settler. This one's going to go over here. And you're going to work on the temple because we need to get our faith income up for the next era. The hope is that that will provide some loyalty here. So now we have a bunch of horses. Which actually, funny enough, perhaps... Really? I don't understand this. Don't you want a horse? Is there a certain amount of horses you don't want? Okay. $5 gold. Okay, what if I were to give you like 5 horses? Give me 4 gold per turn. Deal. What about another 5 horses? Deal. Okay. Over here in Marseille, we're going to get work on theater squares because we need to start getting the loyalty pressure on Australia to see if we can flip their cities. Not to mention the tourism generation. And where exactly we place these particular theater squares, we don't really have one. We're not planning on getting wonders, so getting theater squares with adjacency is just unlikely to happen in this game. That's some good exploration we're getting there. We'll go to the next turn. We are, of course, generating some tourism, so we do want to know everyone. And here, we have found ourselves in a golden age, and they're in a normal age, which is great for me. We're going to take monumentality here. This is going to make it so that we can purchase things with faith. But the awesome thing is, for example, we can also take these other things. Extra culture for each specialty district, and Exodus the Evangelist, so we can spread our religion more effectively. The question is, we don't have any commercial hubs, so I think we're more likely to get value out of the Exodus of the Evangelist, so we'll go for that. Let's fill a policy slot. We definitely want holy site adjacency. We definitely want production. We could want great rider points. Someone is already generating a decent amount of those. So I'm thinking, get rid of this, put in holy site adjacency, put in Ilkum, and then just purchase settlers in this era with all of our faith. So for example, if we look here, settler is 360 faith. We're currently making 21 faith. That will go up as we get more temples. It would have been nice if we had found a religious city-state, which is kind of what I'm actually hoping for that I find as I explore. That would be amazing if I could find that. But if we can't find it, it's fine. Okay. So do I harvest this forest and put a mine on it? I think I do. Harvest, because that will let me get the theater square a little bit quicker. I've got 3 builds on you. La Rochelle is going to be working another tile in the not too distant future. It would be good to pick up some more farms, so I might just start placing farms with you. And the reasoning is we'll get the boost for feudalism with the farming placement. Plus 100% production towards... I'm okay with city centers. And I'm okay with units costing more production. It's my free votes cast. Okay, so they actually chose Holy Site, which is kind of annoying. Because I've already spent all the production I need to in my Holy Site. Unless I were to evangelize my religion and then build my other building, but I don't think that's really worth it in 3 buildings. Or in 3 cities, rather. Kind of hoping for the... I was really hoping for the city center to be the thing, because then I could build all my like granary, ancient walls, monarchy stuff really quickly. So we're going to harvest here. That will finish the temple. So now we're making really good faith gains. Our next move is we definitely want to build the apprenticeship in here. The industrial zone. And I think we had decided it was going right here. So let's make sure we plop that in. In the meantime, you know what we could use? We could probably use an archer. So that's what we'll do. You're continuing to explore. You're doing a great job exploring, actually. Yeah, I think 52 production now, I think, is useful. Look how expensive these districts got already. Like, the base cost of a district is, like, supposed to be 54, and it's already 88 turns into the game. It's 141, which is, kind of feels a little bit insane. Considering, like, these cities still have, like, ancient era levels of production. I really do feel like that needs to be adjusted. That's probably my #1 thing in the game, is, like, district cost scaling right now is, like, feels just like it's in a really weird place. So hopefully he moves forward and I can attack him. I don't think the fundamental idea of a scaling cost to districts is wrong. I just think the current implementation is a little bit not right where we'd like it to be. So I think there's a couple of things I want to do in this city. Namely, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a watermill. That will help us grow to get our next district, which will almost certainly be the theater square. I could pick up some of these guys as well. I could also get a campus. I can't put the campus there, so I might have to put it here. Or here, depending on whichever kind of gives me better results. But we're going to get the watermill in here because that's going to help our city grow. And this city scales pretty well off of growth once we have these 2 promotions on this guy, which will be the next promotions that we pick up. And we're not too far from picking them up because we're researching the next governor titles here soon. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!